I'm an immigrant. I arrived at this country at the age of 14 from South America. I had moved around a lot as a child, and that taught me to adapt very quickly to new things. And I went to school and I did industrial and systems engineering because I was a techie at heart. Out of school, I was able to sign with a big consulting company a year before graduating. And it was great to cruise that last year because I had already accepted an offer. And I was the type of developer that would quickly get out of my chair and go on the whiteboard and draw and connect the dots between the technology and the business of why we're doing things. And that naturally led me to managing teams and getting involved in sales and managing a small practice in the master data management space. I wanted to use more data and advanced analytics and machine learning to have a bigger impact in how big pieces of equipment would operate and predict when they would fail. And I started Predicto as a software startup to use machine learning and automate the use of machine learning to predict failures in bullet trains and airplane engines and other big assets. And we hired some amazing people. And at Predicto, we were a team of 25, all rowing in the same direction with an amazing, strong culture. And it was fascinating what a small team like that was aligned what we can do. We ended up getting acquired, which was a great day for all of us. And we joined UTC, a big Fortune 50. And I realized what, big corporate America was like again, right? And I stayed on for 18 months. And after my 18 months were over, Brad hired me at Hitachi to go create a new practice for him and be an entrepreneur inside of a big giant. And then after that, I connected with him because I didn't feel, it was the right environment, the right culture for me to be in. And the story of Turntide, the mission of Turntide, of making every watt meaningful for humanity, it allowed me to be able to answer to my grandkids one day, what did you do in this world, right? That was meaningful. So when I interviewed with Ryan, we spoke for an hour. 55 minutes was on culture. I got early access, because I had signed all my offers. I hadn't started yet, but I was in Slack and I was in, the different systems and reading stuff. And I'm sitting in bed in my personal laptop, because my Turntide laptop hasn't even arrived. And I'm going through Slack, the random and the general and other just fun, and the sales ones. And I turn and I look at my wife and I'm like, I feel like I'm back in Predicto, but going after a bigger problem, right? And a more meaningful problem. Like Slack was like reaching out and hugging me. The culture was like hitting me in the face. And I don't know how to describe it, but it's the way people spoke and how we joked and how we supported each other, right? Like when people were saying, hey, good job, Bob. You did X, Y, and Z. Thank you for supporting, and how people interacted. And it was like genuine, and you can't fake that stuff.